of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the ball first. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Houston going up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Maybe a double pass. Going to try to get it himself. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. from the left hash. This one shouldn't be too much trouble. The official says no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Louisville's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can...
He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Armour. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to slam in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cougar! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the 1st game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Gets it out fast.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
It's complete to the left. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
He lets one fly deep. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Armour. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Finds his man. It's Armour. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Lyle. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Need. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Puts it out of the air. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Houston going up tempo. Hit as he throws. The short hands, it's Armour. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Power football with the run. There he goes. Push down for the tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll throw on third down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking downfield, it's Lyle. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. We haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 11 over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lyle. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Houston wants to play fast.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense. Commit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Turning it on! Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Fights off a defender. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Cardinals just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Immediately fires to the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And some room to work. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Right on the money. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Trying play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Pulls and fired complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the big fella.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Wants to throw. It's Lyle. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. It's on target and complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Cardinals are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on lofts one deep down the right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Houston going up tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking to pass. It's Lyle. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Gonna take a shot, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a...
Makes a grab down the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 21 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lyle. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it inside the 15. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Houston offense comes onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are